I picked up some chicken and some pork. I was gonna call them pork chops, but pork loin chops, and it's the nice thick ones. And yeah, $7.57. And for the chicken, price per pound $2.38. That's about what I was paying last year, but you know, there's a storm coming, and everybody's running to Sam's and Walmart and all the big box stores and every grocery store and the Dollar General. There's a hurricane brewing, and they say it's supposed to be off our coast within 3 days. It's not even a tropical storm right now, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it is. But anyway, I had this. I was gonna freeze a packet with my little freezer sealer and get that stored away. We supposed to be flying out of town again for another thing for my daughter for riding horses, but on Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. I'm glad that the hurricane should be through by then, but the aftermath of a hurricane is always the first problem is dealing with the hurricane when it's here, and the biggest problem can be, unless you know something really tremendously bad goes wrong during the hurricane for you, the aftermath, the pickup, the cleanup, the whatever happens. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it won't do much bad, because everyone in the South has been through enough of them. So you don't wish it on anyone, and you certainly don't wish it on you. Well, this ain't even from the storm. There's a upper level low, they call it. It look like a dang tropical wave to me that's coming through already. But we're bracing for impact here. It's I got tons of gas, but I just went top off all the few things I got. I bought another cylinder, and I got one that I had filled. I got 3 more over here, so that's 5 cylinders worth of propane. I got a big propane tank, but I got it out of commission right now because I'm trying to remodel. So the generator can run off of propane or gas, and I got plenty enough to run the whole house. The only thing it won't push in this house is the heater, and I got space heaters, but we don't need that this time of year, of course. And we're gonna be battening down hatches today. I gotta start picking up stuff today and tomorrow. Oh. Well.
National Weather Service. A hurricane warning is in effect for this area for dangerous and damaging winds. This warning is issued up to 36 hours before hazardous conditions begin. Urgently complete efforts to protect life and property. Have food, water, cash, fuel, and medications for 3+ days.
Alright, we all know the drill. So I'm gonna cook hamburgers tonight. We still got time, but I gotta pick up some of the stuff that I got out around here and secure that. That'll fly away. Those cement boards will just fly away. I'll put this up. I gotta tie down, I gotta put some more T-posts in and tie down this greenhouse a little bit better, because the generator I'll pull and put into here. Man, darn, man, they want us to get this message, huh? Oh, okay. That's the 3rd time. I guess it's a charm. I hook up my little cylinders to run the propane in there. I hook the generator up to here, and it feeds back into the house, and you know, runs the house off of it if needs be. I've already load tested it, done all of that, and it works just fine. See, I got some more gas under here. So I got gas, that's diesel. I got diesel. I think one of them is full. I got 47 gallons of gasoline here, so that'll be enough. Plus this is full. This is all the way full. Yep. So the generator is ready to rock and roll. Then I have an older generator that'll even work. So everything's good over here. We all ready to go. We were supposed to be flying out of town on Tuesday, so God willing, we'll be able to do it, because we got to go. Actually, we're going to be outrunning this stupid hurricane to where it's going to end up in the middle of the country. We heading to Lexington, Kentucky for the horse championships with my daughter riding. So we're going to be catching it here and then maybe catching it in Kentucky. I don't know. So the calm before the storm, this ain't calm before the storm. It's raining. We got a little system pushing through right now. So not good when you wet the ground before something like that comes through, but we ain't got to worry about flooding here. I just got wind damage with all these trees close to my house, you know. So there'll be a lot of limbs in the yard on come Monday. All right, y'all. Bye. You'd never think it was about to be a terrible storm coming. I mean, there's a wind blowing that's not so usual during the summer. And there's some clouds in the skies up there, but we got every now and then a little trickle of rain. So I spent my day cutting grass as much as I could go. Well, usually I cut over the course of 3 days, and I get out underneath those citrus trees over there. But I got to right here today, and over around the shop I did a little bit more than I usually do in one day. It was a lot. So I got all my boards taken care of over here that I was doing my gardens with. I didn't feel like putting them back up and taking them back out, so I cut them. So look how nice this looks. Hope the wind don't blow it over. Tomatoes I just stuck in there, they're gonna take off. They're already growing. But there's the boards I painted and cut today. Got 5 gardens, so I can get up to number 7, and I got 8 and no, I can get up to 9 gardens. I'm sorry, yeah, 9 gardens with what I got cut here, and then I got 10 and 11 underneath the shop. I ain't started painting yet. I ain't gonna start painting because I'm tired. I don't know what's gonna happen with the hurricane. If it comes through and it does some damage, well, I'll deal with that. Hopefully we can take our flight and go visit, watch my daughter ride in the national championships for ACs. Look at that. Ooh, that rosemary smells so good. I like running my hands through that. I love the way tomatoes smell too. Look how pretty that tomato is coming on. It's just growing, and that one's growing, and that one's growing. 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be plenty enough to get a few tomatoes. And look, oh, this Thai basil. If you run your hands through there, oh, with the rosemary and the Thai basil, oh my gosh. Oh, so sweet smell. Oh. Look at this. The bell pepper has come on. 1 bell pepper. So I bet you that's all I'm gonna need. And look at all these cayenne peppers just all of a sudden just put out like crazy. I mean, look at the peppers. I am gonna have peppers for days. And then the jalapeno peppers. Whoa. And then more cayenne peppers. Then more cayenne peppers. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be able to make cayenne pepper powder for days. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And look, even the parsley said, I'm gonna grow too. We'll cut that back and let it grow out of there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So here we are. It's Saturday afternoon. Is this the 28th? Oh, yeah, it's the 28th, huh? I don't even recognize the date. I don't remember. I think it's 28th. August 28th. I got some high clouds that are showing some low clouds that's showing some rain, but it's very far and few in between right now. The windmill showing some wind. That's welcome in the summer. We love some wind in the summer. And see that pile of grass over there? I've been adding to it all day today, cutting the grass. Whew. I'm hot. I'm whooped out. I am whooped. I cut grass on the tractor, I cut grass on the lawnmower, and I cut boards, and just, I'm whooped. I am whooped. And I still gotta pick up all this buckets and stuff like that, get that in, and then I gotta secure this greenhouse a little bit better. We'll put some T-posts down. I see how I got those T-posts on the side. That worked one time with a storm, but I'm gonna put 4 more on the corner. Other than that, probably bring the barbecue pits inside the shop so they don't blow away. But I'll bring the barbecue pits inside the shop so they don't blow away. So we'll see. Oh man, I'm tired. Look at that. New roses. Clip them and they send out new ones. That's beautiful. This rose really loves it right here. All right, y'all. I'll get back to y'all. We're gonna go eat at one of our favorite sushi restaurants. We know the woman that owns it. She's very nice, takes care of us. We're gonna go eat out tonight rather than cook, because I don't think I could stand in front of a stove or a barbecue pit or any kind of hot flame. We were gonna cook. I pulled something out to cook, but I feel like I'm gonna burst into flames if I stand in front of something hot right now. So we're gonna go eat something nice and cool. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. This is day 1 before the storm. I'm frying French fries in the shop. A little portable AC going in here, and out in the yard, hamburgers are going. Tomorrow's gonna be a lot more prep. It rained all day today. We had a little system came through today, a little bitty system, but you know, Ida's on her way, and we'll see what Ida does. I gotta pick all of that up tomorrow. I gotta stow this down as much as I can. There's the sun going down in the horizon. Tomorrow, red skies by morning, sailors take warning. Red skies at night, sailors delight. I don't think that applies tonight. Red skies at night tonight, I would not want to be going out on the water tomorrow. It is gonna be a damnable day. Look at that. Can y'all see that? It looks like a crucifix, a cross. Right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Huh. Uh-oh. Alright, well, we're here for the long haul, and we have moved to this place to be as close to our jobs as we can without being being as far away from the coast as we can. All these trees, cut that big one away from the house this last year because I didn't want it to fall, but we still got trees around the house. I pray that none of these fall on it, and I can handle the electricity and being down and everything else, but we'll see. I will show y'all what happens. I think I'm recording. Alright, it's kind of drizzling a little bit. I've been up for about 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. It's right after 7 o'clock in the morning. I gotta pull those barbecue pits in the shop, I guess. I'm not really worried about certain things, but I tied this down. I got it all tied down and craziness, and because that's where I'm gonna put the generator if it goes. So everything else, I got a few buckets I gotta pick up, but that's about it. Other than that, we're ready. So, and here it comes. No wind. They had a little wind earlier, but not too much. But here we go. This is the first rain we've gotten from it that, you know, that can amount to anything. So I gotta pick up a few things, so a few buckets. So I'm gonna go do that. I'll show y'all when it starts getting a little bit worse. All right, we moved our vehicles because it started getting a little windy. And that's why we moved the vehicles, because that branch just fell out of that tree right where I had the car. I put a car by the road because there's fewer trees over there, but still, you never know. These trees are monstrous out here. And I put my truck by the citrus trees because it's kind of open. They still got those trees right there, so if that one happened to fall this way, or that one happened to fall that way, or this one happened to fall that way, I'd be crushed. But it's still better than where I was, because all the branches on these fall. There's a lot of widow makers up in there, dead branches, widow makers, and you know, just a few branches have come down so far. You know, there's a couple of branches in the yard right there. So nothing much, just stuff like that right there. But we ain't hit it yet. I gotta pick that garbage can up. Forgot about that. So we just had a little bit of a squall come through, but it wasn't too bad. It was pretty windy. So, but we ain't even near there. That's actually getting a little bright, like sun almost, but a little brighter. But we doing all right. Yeah. Worse is yet to come. All right. You know, right when I turn it off, that's when the wind comes and the trees start blowing real hard. Woo! There we go. Yeah. It's blowing. Someone's riding a four-wheeler, a three-wheeler, or something. Four-wheeler. I hear four-wheeler. People get all nervous energy right before this happens. I know my wife has got all kind of nervous energy. I'm good. I mean, things happen, things happen. You know, we're prepped as we can be. You'll see that in a little bit. There's one of them young kids out probably riding this four-wheeler. Burn off some of that nervous energy. Oh, it's a dad and this kid. Alright, this is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That big branch right there came down out of that tree. We've been watching that branch for a while, but it finally came down. We had to park our vehicles away from it, and it came down with a pretty good thud. It's not too bad right now. I mean, it is what it is, but the worst of it's supposed to be coming about 7 o'clock, they said. So, get a little windy out there. There's some branches are falling in the yard over there and over there and over there. There'll be a lot to pick up in the morning. Alright, well, we got a significant escalation in winds and a little bit more rain, but we had it a little bit earlier. It got a little bit squirrely. Squally. Yeah, it's here and it's coming more. It's getting worse few minutes here. Lots of leaves, lots of branches falling. It's amazing we still have power way back here in the woods. Very amazing. All right. It's about it's about 4:40 right now in the afternoon. Escalating about a minute. A lot of people south of us, just south of us, don't have power. We're getting reports that they don't have power. Be nice if we don't lose it, but I don't hold out too much hope for that. But who knows? All right, it's blinking. Those power's blinking and coming on and off, but we still have power. A lot of people don't have power. A lot are out now. We're hearing reports. Pretty cool. YouTube actually has a lot of live feeds from the news because we don't have TV. We don't have TV here, and that's keeping us pretty well connected. And I mean, we got other people calling us from places. My wife's family is a little bit farther south. They south of the lake, we north of the lake, and they're getting hammered right now. A lot more branches are falling down. I don't think you can see them too well with this camera, this GoPro camera, but it's getting rough, and more is yet to come. I hope it don't. I mean, I always hope and pray it don't get any worse than this, but I'm pretty sure the bad stuff is coming. Whew. I tell you what, it's kind of scary when you're walking out in that. I'm walking out in it and I'm looking up the whole time because I don't want any of those branches falling on me. Look at this. Woo. Consistently getting a little bit worse every time. I mean, we are so fortunate still. Power is still here. Crazy. It's blinked a few times, but this happened last time we kept power and everybody lost, and I can't believe we way back here in the sticks and we keep it, because you can see we got wires, you know, above ground power lines. So crazy. Just whew. Yeah. Coming through. It sounds like a darn freight train in the background. Just constant roar way back in the. Usually I think that's like the highway to far off when like a big giant truck comes through, but I just hear the howl of wind way off. I mean, that's another big one right there. God. It seriously sounds, I don't think this camera's picking up that sound. It just sounds like a train in the background. Alright. I don't like that cherry tree bending like that. That was a whipsaw in action right there. Look at this. Out and about. You really gotta have a reason to be out and about, I guess. I don't know. Or you just like to drive around in bad weather. I don't know. Or maybe it's someone coming this way and getting the heck out of Dodge. Look at that's a big one coming. Woo. And I'm gonna sit down on my porch. Look through the screen. Not that it'll protect me from anything flying, but man, we just had some massive winds come through and we're under a tornado warning. It just, in the background, it just sounds like a train running. It's just, I don't think this is picking that up, but it's just a constant roar. I mean, we just had some really bad whipsaw winds come through. Oh, we lost power. Nope. Back on. Back on. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Alright, we're on a tornado warning, and that looks like, okay. Alright. I thought that was it. Alright. I got a tree down over there, I see. Dang it. I don't know. Yep, that's a tree down. I don't know which one it is, but I can see it's down. Unless it's just a bunch of branches. Yeah, it might just be a bunch of branches. Ooh, I thought that was the tornado. But they said it was coming this way, but you know. Yep, this is about the time it's supposed to be getting here. Mom and Dad just let me know that they're out of power. They just lost power at their place. They're a little bit west of me, which is more in line with where that thing's heading. The eye ain't far west of me. So we're in the exact wrong quadrant of this thing. We're still in the northeast quadrant right now. It's just getting to us. So whew. Whew. Getting bad. Ooh, I thought that was one of our trees in our front yard cracking like that.
Yeah. That tree right there, that break. Isn't there a fresh break
Yeah,
right there?
they do. I see it. Yeah. It is across the street. I do see the fresh break. Whew. What was that? That was something falling on the roof. Well, here we go. Which tree?
12 o'clock on the Hardship Street.
Oh, yeah? Looked like they were whipping pretty bad. They said, what, power's gonna be out for 3 weeks on this one? That South Shore is getting hammered, rocked worse than us, though.
A little bit that I was reading, the storm was so sustaining. A pretty big category. It wasn't calming down.
It wasn't downgraded too much. Oh no, I didn't see nothing. I couldn't bring nothing up on the internet. Mine was too slow. Took me like 5 minutes to download a news page, and I was like, well, screw that. Well, they just told us to take shelter real quick because there's a tornado coming. Oh, we just had something happen. Let's see. My wife just ran inside because it got nasty for a second there. Real nasty. I mean, this is pretty much sustained now. This ain't slowing down too much here. Whew. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay. I don't see it, so that's good. The year before we got into this house was destroyed by a tornado that came out of that direction right there. And they rebuilt it. Oh, another branch just came down. Whew. Well, that was the rest of that other branch that just came down. Thank goodness we moved that vehicle. So far, lucky. Hope it continues. Whew. This is a mega wind here, dude. I don't know if we're gonna save electricity for too much longer. Looks like it's kind of twinkling in there a little bit. Amazing. Everyone, I hear generators running, so I don't know how we still have power. I hear generators running. They come on and off with the power. All the reports from around here that I'm getting from the surrounding areas, they're out. So we've been fortunate, but I think it's about to be over with our luck. Oh Lord. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. I see stuff falling all around here. Stuff is falling all over around here now. Oh my goodness. Whoa. That one just stuck in the ground, that branch. Oh man. Holy macaroni. Alright, I'm gonna pull back on this side for a bit. Feel that is a roar. I'm not gonna stay out here too long. Alright. This is just starting to get to where I can get out here. Can't really see because there's hardly any light. It's just oh god, those branches. Oh my god. Oh no. Wow. Oh. All right. Oh, what a mess. Okay, I gotta make it to my shop to get me some my boots that I had here all destroyed. As far as I can see, the chicken coop looks fine. Smokehouse looks fine. I'll have to go look. The whole driveway is full of branches. I mean, wow. And this storm is way past us and we're still getting this whip around. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I pull the generator out and start dealing with that stuff, but let it clear up a little bit more. Just to happy that we made it through. It got pretty bad last night. It sounded like a darn freight train, or like an airplane landing on top of it. Really it's hard to describe the sound. It's just a constant roar. Just a constant roar. That big branch right there came down out of this tree, but didn't pull the power line down, so that's good. Here, generators going in the background. Oh yeah, branches. Oh shoot, tree down in the road over there. Yeah, but not too bad. They came along this year and they trimmed everything along the power line, so I guess that's why we kept power for so long. Whew. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun day. It could be 10 times worse though. This could have been way worse. The house looks okay. See, one of those satellites there, that's fine. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're mostly good. Just a lot of work ahead of us. I'll go back inside and just rest because we were up all late last night. This stuff is gonna be here. It's gonna be here waiting for us. We'll start with clearing the driveway out and then work into the yard from there. But it got bad. bad last night, y'all. So glad we moved out from where we used to live. We used to live in LaPlace. From what I'm hearing, people in their attics to escape the water. That's my mom and dad lived over there. We all moved out at the same time. They moved out. We moved out. My sister moved out. We all got the heck out of that place because we just got destroyed in Isaac. And I mean, I took a pounding selling my house getting out of there because it was. But boy, I heard it. I can't imagine what they just went through over there again. And it was bad over here, but this high ground. This is much higher ground. I mean, I got a runoff going through the back of my property here. It's like everybody's seen it on the other videos with the damage, with the rain that came through this year that inundated us. It's a fast-moving, like seasonal type creek thing, and it doesn't come up that high. It gets high, but it would never threaten the house because I'm on like a pretty steep incline to where my house is on a hill, like. So I would never have to really worry about flooding. If I had to worry about flooding, you better be building arcs out there. But it got bad last night, folks. Over here, as far as wind, they had a lot of rain, but it was a lot of wind. All right, I'm gonna go rest a little bit more. I'm whooped. I've been up for a while, and okay. When it's better lighting, I'll come in and show y'all. Working back in the house. I can turn on the lights. Even the oven will work. I'm letting it catch up because I'm thinking that, you know, it has to pump some water up, and it probably has to run the hot water heater for a bit. That's why you keep your old boots, because you never know when you're gonna need the old ones. They feel weird on my feet though, after sitting up for so long. But my other one's got the wind-blown rain got into my boots. So, oh shoot! Oh no, that's what she meant. Oh no, it cracked it. I know it did. Now that's what she meant. She said, "Hope you can save the community." I was like, "What's wrong with the community?" I'm gonna have to put that in. Put a stake and hold that up. Now I gotta turn those lights out. But the plan is working. God. Now trust me, the line is not hot. I have the breaker to the house breaker's off, so the incoming line is off. But it's all right. We have power. All the refrigerators and freezers are okay. We even got that right there. Let's see what happens if I turn this on when the compressor comes on. Oh, I got it unplugged. I unplugged it yesterday in case any power failures. Let's see if you can hear it make the generator do something. It should power this easy. It ain't powered it easy. Let's see. I tripped the brake on that. Well, that was too much for it to pull. I wonder if the house AC came on at the same time. It can't run both of them. Something's pulling it too much. No, the power just went. It's the breaker popped. I gotta see what's going on. Something came on and pulled too many amps. Alright, so we're gonna go find out what's on that's pulling the amps. It's a process of elimination. Turn off some of these lights and they don't pull much, but no need to have them on, especially these outside lights. Something's putting a load on it. It's got to be the hot water heater. And I can go test that real quick, my theory about what's putting a load on it. Actually sounds like it's running pretty well now. I know it can power my central air. I've already tested it on there. So, but if you're powering your central air while your hot water heater's on, while your well pump is running, you might be pushing it too much. And I turned that little air conditioner on over there. So you got to be mindful of what you're doing. I'm running my generator, and it's pulling a load right now because we just turned it on. So I'm sure the compressors for the refrigerator. Okay. I'm sure the compressors for the refrigerators and the freezers are all kicking in at the same time. And gotta see which one's pulling all the load. Pulling all the load here. They must shut off the hot water heater. Yep. Still pulling pretty heavily from it. We look, powering up power packs, got lights in here, got air conditions, we're running nice, but that's because we have generator and we preppers and we prepare for this. Still got a little wind and stuff blowing, but for the most part we done with Ida and what she can do to us. But I hope, oh God, I hope. But I just saw another branch just fall out the tree. But what we're doing is cleaning up. We got the immediate perimeter and the driveway cleaned up. We this is what it looks like. My wife is diligently making piles. She loves making her pile. But the entire driveway looks like this with branches. Stuff just fell all around. The whole yard is just stuff everywhere. just the whole yard like this. It's like if you would have snow. I mean, it's everywhere you go. The whole yard. I mean, the house is fine. I mean, I think I got some leaks and some flashing and some shingles, but we'll get that taken care of later on. But a lot of pickup, a lot of cleanup. That's all we got to do. Got the generator rocking and rolling. Powering central air. That's nice that we have central air. And I mean, they got branches all over throughout the property down. Yeah, that's nice. Been running since probably about 7 o'clock this morning. Lots of trees come down. That's cherry, so that will be cut up and used for cooking. I need to stand my peppers and my basil back up, but they'll be okay. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. I'll get them back up later on. That's not the most pressing thing I need to worry about right now. This tomato is growing, but it snapped. So back to the river flowing through the yard, which ain't bad. Pecan trees held up. I went down the road on the tractor. They have a bunch of trees in the road, and they had a lot of trees down across the road. But I noticed a lot of pecan trees were down, and mine survived. And the pecans are actually in the trees. They didn't fall out. So hopefully all the goddamn squirrels fell out the trees. Won't miss them. Treetops all down in the yard. Let me tell you, people, we used to live in La Place, Louisiana, and when I was a kid, well, we lived in the same house. Well, no, we lived in our first house, and my daughter was born 2 months. A little less than 2 months. She was a 1 month, almost 2 months old when I was a kid. And we were in the middle of building our second house at the time. Boy, that went downhill fast. It was a nightmare trying to build a house in. And Katrina was terrible. That was Katrina. Katrina was terrible. We lost all our contractors. All I could hire was crappiest contractors in the world left over. My uncle was a contractor. He died working in a Katrina house. He caught a bug that was some kind of bacterial bug that killed him. I mean, it was that bad. People don't understand. Even after the storm, people were dying from stuff. I don't know. Like they had Gulf War syndrome. They had Katrina syndrome. It was real. So anyway, we got into that house. Never really happy with the way it was built because I didn't like how me and my wife were the general contractors. I didn't like who I had to hire, how it was done. And then finally, I was a kid. And if I got some pictures, I'll go back and I'll show some pictures of what Isaac looked like in our old house. People are crazy, they fishing. But all our neighbors ended up in our house with their animals. Ours was the only house because I built it with a drop brick ledge, and it was actually 2 foot higher than what the grade of the land was, and the water got exactly up to the top, to the bottom plate of my house. It didn't get in the house, but it was enough to just wreak havoc on everything. It got into the garage level and the lower outside level, but I had my daughter there, my wife was at work. It was just a nightmare. My daughter did fine. I kept her safe. She was a toddler then. I mean, toddler. She was probably about 7 or 8. I'm gonna say 7 or 8. So let's see. Isaac was 2012, so she was 7 years old. So we had enough. My mom and dad's house flooded, my sister's house flooded, my house flooded halfway, and then it was okay, but it still is just dealing with the insurance, the floods, what's going on in that area with levees and how it's getting, you know, backdoor Louisiana politics are just crap. We had the money in that place to build levees since the 70s, and the politicians from that town, Laplace and St. John the Baptist Parish, stole the money, basically stole it. And so we got out of that. I ended up having to pay to sell that house, but I was, at any cost, we were getting out of that house. I gotta pick that up. But we moved out here. This is across the lake from there. This is on the North Shore. And all we got to deal with now, power outages and a little cleanup. But I mean, diligent prepping, and we are as comfortable as you can be in this area. And we're gonna be fine. But just south of us in the old hometown of Laplace, those people on their roofs last night, hearing horror stories about what they went through. Friends of my sister, her son and my nephew that died, best friend, mom and dad, their roof came off. Everybody else was on their roofs screaming and begging for any help, you know, because it used to be Laplace didn't flood. Used to be you didn't worry. But now that the way they've done the hydrology of that whole region, it's like a funnel straight to there now. That place is a disaster zone. They should demolish that area and it just never bring it back up, because the way they built the levees up, just picture a funnel going straight to a place, and that is what Laplace is now. And we got out of there. We knew it was going to happen again. We just knew it, and we are so thankful that we are not there. But there's the power we're creating from just what we got. That's just from what we got off of the driveway so far, and it's not even really beginning to start. So I'm just gonna say we thank everybody for praying for us, but you know, being preppers, preparing. If anyone ever tells you you are doing something stupid for preparing, you just smile and laugh at them. Smile and laugh. How the penguin said in that movie Madagascar or whatever, just smile and laugh, or just smile and laugh. However, whatever. People want to be ignorant. I got people that I know wish they would have prepped a little bit more. I know it. And we're gonna come together and help everyone. But look, the chickens are making their way out. They were scared, yeah, but they see me walking, so they think it's okay, but they were scared. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it off here. We got so much work to do, and hopefully we can still go see my daughter ride her horses in Kentucky for the American Equine Nationals, the national championships of horse riding. And she's on her way up there from Ocala right now, so I'm glad that she wasn't having to be here for that. But I really want to see, but I ain't leaving. We got, as preppers, I ain't leaving my house with my preps all here and no electricity. If the electricity is running, I'd be okay, but we got so much food in them refrigerators and freezers. I don't leave that. No, Alright, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Put these on anyway. Maybe, oh, they're still wet. Oh well. Have to tie that one up today. Day 2. Chickens out and about. I didn't shut them up in the coop last night. I guess I forgot. Hear the generators all running in the background. I like to use the ones that are oldest first. But these are definitely older. This one's been here for a little while. We'll use that one. Spider crawling down on there. Get another one. I'm taking my wife to the airport tomorrow in Alexandria because New Orleans is shut down, and we were supposed to be going on our vacation to see our daughter, but instead I'm gonna stay home. Can't leave the house without being attended to. Kind of depressing because about yesterday that I am now jobless, like Katrina all over again. They shut down my hospital where I work, so we'll see. I hate being in limbo like this. I mean, I'll be okay. I got things that I can take care of, but I feel kind of makes you nervous. Makes you nervous. We'll go take a little walk around, let that dry off a little bit before I crank it up. Got a little gas on top of that. I think it'll be alright, but I'm gonna get that cranking and come work on these gardens a little bit. I want to get this with. Oh, look at this, great. Wonderful ants growing up from the bottom to the top. Oh, man. Alright. I put some soil in this one the other day. Definitely compacted. And was at no loss for branches and twigs I could put in this one. So I'm going to put some soil in there. Smash that down a little bit so the branches in the yard, which there's no small lack of here, they're not going anywhere, so I'm not in a giant hurry to get that done, but I might make some more of my little gardens today. Kind of life is in shambles here. I mean, yesterday I wasn't too bad because they called us back and said come back to work on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And I would have been able to go back into work to do my day of work and then come home and run the generator, keep everything cool, and keep the refrigerators and freezers cool. But they don't have water or power or sewage where I work. So I believe the sewage part is the thing that's gonna really shut everything down for right now, because this is in the city of New Orleans, where I'm working right on the outside of the New Orleans area. I don't work in New Orleans, but it's not as bad over there as it was for Katrina. Definitely not as bad. So I don't see why they're gonna shut it down for a long time unless the electricity just never comes back up. They should be able to get that back up. Green onions all laying down here too. Come cut those, they'll still grow back. I had this all ready to tie them up, I just didn't get around to it. It looks like they're gonna be all right though if I come tie them up now. And this thing, I don't know why it looks like it's not alive. Bunch of broken, but some of the cucumbers look like they, okay. Some of the cucumbers look like they're not doing so well. I don't get that. I thought they would be okay. Just this cucuzzi squash that's dying. Oh, yeah, it broke. That's why. Of course. Oh boy. Glad it missed the coop. Really wouldn't feel like dealing with that right now. I haven't really been this far on the property since the hurricane, but it looks fine. I mean, it's just branches, just, you know, when something life-altering happens, and the loss of a job is definitely life-altering. I remember talking about it on a video last year when the pandemic started and everybody was being sent home. You know, I told them, you know, I felt their pain because I felt the loss when Katrina happened, because we lost all our jobs. Well, you know, there it is again. So it's not like I don't know how to deal with this. I do know how to deal with it, but the job I had, I was very happy in it. I'm not worried about coming back and being able to do something and find another place to work. It's a disruption of my lifestyle. So we'll see where things go from here. The company I work for is pretty much one of the largest healthcare providers in the country, and they've always taken care of us. So I have faith that they'll come up with a plan, but I've also got a little apprehensions about some other things in this, so we'll see. We'll just see. And all I know in life is I've always ended up exactly where God has chosen for me to be. I always end up in a place. On the darkest day, it seems like when I look back, there was a reason for what had happened and where I was. So we'll see what the reason is here. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life that I just let happen because the good Lord takes care of me. He's always has and always will. I know that. And the reasons, while not apparent, and the time that they're happening, become very apparent in the months and years to come ahead. So I'm sure there's a better plan in store for me. And we have blue skies and a beautiful sunrise, and as the clouds have abated and the storm has gone away, this storm will go away too. I'll be seeing shiny skies in my future, so I'm not too worried. Like I always say, there's people that got it so much worse than we do, and I know God takes care of me and my family. He always has, always. Wonderful. He's taught me how to prep. I prep according to more of a biblical way, Bible teachings. I like the story of Joseph. I love the story of Noah. I like how the Bible teaches prudence and, you know, not greed, but self-sufficiency and hard work pays off. And being a sloth and a glutton, of course I have too many pounds on me, but those are the ways of the evil. So look at that. Things are already starting to look nice on here. I gotta get the tractor and come pick up this, and we'll be ready to roll. Anyway, this is gonna pass for us. And they got people, I got back in my hometown where I grew up in Laplace. Those people are destroyed. That's why we got out of there, because Isaac. I'm going to show y'all some pictures. I'm going to put some pictures in this video of when I'm going to try and dig them up from when we were living in Laplace and Isaac. And there's some YouTube video I remember was out there that our neighbor made as he rode by my house in a boat. In the street, rode the street in a boat and took a video of our houses. It was just, we'll never go through that again. My parents' house flooded. My house had some. I'll just see if I can find the pictures. And my sister, we all got out of there. It was a terrible place. Laplace is a terrible place to live. They got that Dinka refinery that's just a polluter. a cancer causer. There's stuff in the air over there that just causes cancers out of the wazoo and kills people that live around there. My sister lost her son. It's cancer, and who knows? Something was nefarious about how that went down, but Laplace just has bad memories for us. And seeing what those people are going through right now, I don't know how they'll ever come back to be a place. They're I mean, for lack of better words, they're screwed. Alright. I'm going to turn the generator on and make a cup of coffee. This is our close. The reason I'm doing a nighttime video where you can hardly see anything is, man, when you run a smaller generator for a whole house, you really gotta know. You really have to be on your toes. What's going on? Right here. I don't know that I can see. I'm cooking some steaks for my mother-in-law, my wife, and me. That's some filet. I got the generator going over here. You know what? Let's see. I have light I can show. So I got steaks going, a couple little fillets, don't need much, got other stuff coming. Got a cracker right here. And I have been back and forth to my load center, my circuit board, my load center, more times than I'd like to ever be. But you have to know how to toggle what you're doing. I'm cooking some French fries. People, you better know what you're doing electrical wise if you're going to use that current. I have a full upright freezer. I have a refrigerator freezer. I have 2 more freezers outside. I got a refrigerator freezer inside. When compressors come on and things come on, you got to know what you can have running. I have a well pump right here, down and there, which I can throw this light on and get a little bit light on the subject. To this filter system right there, but. And I'm cooking out here because I don't want to use my electric stove. Cooking some French fries for the lady. But, oh my goodness. This has been a day. The central AC is running, but you got to turn that off. Something just, see? The lights just, when a compressor or something kicks on, you got to know what you can run and what you can't run with your whole house generator. I can run my central AC, but I gotta turn stuff off. I can run my hot water heater and my well pump at the same time, but I have to make sure something else is turned off. You gotta know. And boy, today was a day. I had to turn off breakers that were running refrigerators and freezers, because I don't run this thing all day, because you're going to use up all your fuel. You got to learn, and today I was learning how to use it. I can't teach you this. I can't tell you how to do this exactly. You have to learn it. But you also have to be smart enough not to burn something up. When I got home, I went to drop off at the air conditioning unit at my in-laws. And when I came home, we had been going for 5 hours without running it. And I turned things on. I didn't realize the compressors for every one of the refrigerator freezers was coming on at the same time. And I told my wife, I said, you can go ahead and run the washing machine while you run it, while the AC, it's not going to pull that much. Well, it pulled so much more than what I expected. Every time the agitator would go whoosh, 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 you could hear the generator going rrr, 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 rrr. And that ain't right. You ain't supposed to, it ain't supposed to pull like that. Well, I just found out I had the air conditioning unit on. Every refrigerator and freezer was pulling amps because they were cooling off. And the washing machine was pulling amps to wash. You can't do that. I didn't think about it. Now I got it. We are okay. You just gotta be smart. You can run your whole house off of this. You just have to be smart. Anyway, I wanted to make a small part of this video. It would be better to do it in daytime, but I had to, while it was on my mind and while I'm doing this, God, you gotta be on your toes. Alright, talk to y'all later. It's pretty late at night. 10:24. Late for me. I gotta go to work again in the morning. I finally went back to work today. I got a lot of things I need to say, but I got the air conditioner. See, it's 77 degrees in here. I got the air condition. I don't think you can see that. There you go. 77 degrees. I set it real low. I'm just gonna put it as low as I can for you know, a little while longer. Let it pull out the humidity and get it cool. It feels great in here right now. Actually, I could sleep like this easy. My wife done made it to Kentucky, and we were all supposed to go on a family vacation, meet up with my daughter. I ain't seen her in many months, so I'm a little depressed about that. But you know, you gotta take your job serious. You know, if you got a job and all, you got to take that serious. A lot of people don't. I don't get it. So, you know, a vacation I've already paid for, I don't go on because, you know, you got to get into your job. A lot of people ain't showing up for work. Some of my preps, you know, it might not be the best food in the world, but I eat well. One of the things that I was doing, well, I was going to say, one of the things I want to say before I turn in for the night. You see how it's dark in here? I got a light. I got to turn off everything. I was running the air conditioning just fine, and I had the entire panel on except for the hot water heater, and that's it. And something started, I think it was the ice maker in this refrigerator. I think that came on and pulled a bunch of amps. And then I think the refrigerator and the freezer compressor came on and started pulling amps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this and make it comfortable to sleep tonight. And it's already pretty comfortable. But I'm gonna kind of rest because I need rest for work because I gotta be in real early to relieve someone. And then I'm gonna start it up in the morning and try and get the refrigerators. I got a lot of refrigerators and a lot of freezers that I run, and I figure during the day when I'm at work, I let them sit. Well, today I was at work for over 12, 13 hours, and that's a little long in the heat of the South. I thought these things would be good for 2 or 3 days, but no, that ain't the case. You gotta You gotta keep those compressors going on these refrigerators and freezers to keep the freeze going. So the freezer really needs to keep the meat in the freezer really frozen. Some of them hold it better, but I noticed these side by sides, they don't hold it well. Anyway, I'm getting tired. I really got a lot to say about what happened this time with this hurricane, and when things get easier for me to deal with, hopefully when the power comes back on. I have a lot of fuel still left, but this is, you know, it's getting kind of long since we've been down. You know, it's only been 3 days, but you start feeling it every day more and more. It starts getting, it amplifies, and it becomes a harder weight to bear. So I got so many things going on I'm dealing with at work. I got a lot of people, a lot of employees that I'm trying to navigate into who's coming in, because I don't think they realize if they don't come back to work, they were so close to shutting this hospital down. And if these people don't come to work, they are going to shut it down. And I don't think they realize they lose their jobs. So I'm trying to keep that together. And I'm trying to keep my household together. And I'm getting a lot of requests from friends, family, and neighbors. It's getting a lot overwhelming. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I have things. I have food. I have provisions. But there's a lot more that goes with this than just having your stuff ready. And it's still rough, you know. As much as I'm prepared, and I am prepared. I have all the food. I have a lot of gas. I prepared for cash, so I don't have to worry about being able to buy food. And they're giving food away everywhere right now. People are complaining that they're not getting food fast enough. Well, you should have fed yourself earlier. I mean, you should have planned for your food earlier. I'm really at a loss for words at all the so-called intelligent people that I know who have totally failed in preparing for something that they know is going to happen. It's not maybe, it will happen. This is not the first time, and it's happening more and more. Anyway, I'm not going to get into, I'll get into this later. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to have a deep, in-depth video about the preparing, how things went for it as a prepper, a homesteader, a potential homesteader, a practicing homesteader, a studying homesteader, and how things went. I think I'm weathering it pretty good, but there's a lot of aggravation on things. And I'm seeing where my gaps are in my preps, and I'm going to be even better for the next one, much better. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. We tried washing clothes, but it didn't work out too well. I think I had too many things on. I'm going to give it a try at another time. Hopefully when the power comes back on, I'll give it a try. I don't want to do it right now because when I did it, I had fits with the generator after. So I'm not gonna push it anymore. That stuff really straightening up around here. I mean, look how nice the driveway's starting to look now. People riding around, getting things done. I burned a big old pile last night. Still got a few piles to pick up right here. Been giving that tractor a workout. Got 25 more gallons of gasoline in buckets and cans. Topped off the truck today. work has been giving us gas so that we can go in. So that's nice. I don't have to fight the lines. They bust in a tanker truck. I work for the best company in the world. I swear they know how to take care of us. So I still have all of these filled. 45 gallons, 55 and a half gallons of gas still, plus whatever's in the generator. In the Jenny, I've been cooking a few things on the grill. Give it a break. I'm gonna let it catch up on the air conditioning inside and then give it a break. I've run it off of gas and propane, and people, well, even the manufacturer says you won't get as much power with propane as you will with liquid gas. Well, I'm here to tell you that thing right there on propane seemed like it pushed the house just as good or even better than on liquid gas. So I'm happy with it. That generator, hopefully keep, knock on wood, is passing the test with flying colors of pushing this house. It pushes that well pump, the water heater. You got to flip-flop things. You got to turn stuff on here and there. You got to turn when you want to take a shower, you turn the air conditioning off, and all of the refrigerators and freezers, so the compressors on them don't come on. Take your shower, let the water warm up, to put the hot water heat on, put the let the hot water. I was taking it with the hot water heater on, but then I was like, what am I doing? You let it heat up, get hot water in the tank, turn it off, and then you got plenty enough hot water in the hot water heater for a quick, good, warm shower. You're not gonna sit there and sing songs in the shower all night, but you can get nice and clean, comfortable. Come back outside, you got the well pump on, so you get I could take a 5-10 minute shower and I'm good. That's how long my showers are normal. I don't spend a lot of time. I ain't got time to sit there and play in the shower. I don't know what people doing there. I clean up, get cleaned off, and get out. And then I come outside, I'll turn the air conditioning back on, turn the water heater off, it probably would be off because that's the way I'm doing it now. And turn everything else back on, and it runs fine. Everything runs just fine. That generator was worth its weight in gold. I'm gonna put together the whole sequence that when I bought it last year, what I bought it for. I think I paid $7.99, got $50 off because I opened a line of credit. I'll do that and get it free. I paid it off next month, and then I bought the $100 extended 3-year warranty, so it came with a 3-year warranty, and I bought a 3-year warranty, so I got 6-year warranty on it. And yesterday I decided, since this one had plenty enough power to push the house, but I just wanted a little bit more because I couldn't wash clothes. I think if I get the next one up, or the next two up, I could wash clothes. So, but I think I can wash clothes with this one if I take the load down off of everything. I don't know. I'm gonna try and see later. But I got a 13 kW coming in, and I paid right under $1,600 for it, and I'm gonna pay another $150 or so for the receptacle and the wire, the cord. I'm not gonna make the cord because I'm gonna get a 6-gauge cord for that one to pump to supply a 50 amp outlet, And I think that is going to take care of everything I need. I'll be able to run the 50 amp on that one and a 50 amp on a 13 kW. So I will have a 10 kW backup in addition to my normally going to be running 13 kW. And that's it, you know, for what, you know, 900 plus 1600 for $2,500. I'm going to have 2 whole house running generators for $2,500. So that's incredible that I could do that. And you just got to be able to keep fuel in them. That's the biggest thing. And while fuel is hard to come by, I'm finding it through work. And I know my father, he found some right across the state line. He made a little trip and got some fuel. Now, you know, let me tell y'all something that I found out. My dad got pulled over by a state trooper, Mississippi state trooper, and they asked him how much fuel he had in back his truck, and he had 13 5-gallon cans, which, you know, that's 65 gallons of gas. And the state trooper goes, "You're lucky, because if you'd have had," I think he said 70.5 gallons, you would have been given a $1,000 ticket for transporting too much gas. And he explained that they'd been giving tickets to a whole bunch of people from Louisiana going across the state line and buying 110 gallon barrels full of gas and giving them a $1,000 ticket. Man, you gotta be some sort of form of low to do that to people. You know, it's hard enough to find gas, but you want to make us have to travel back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If someone's got a solid system with a 110 gallon tank and they can carry it, why are you giving them another hardship, a $1,000 ticket, a $1,000 illegal tax? Boy, some people, they got a special place in hell for you, you know, to do that. You people who are doing that, who are following that from whatever order that came down from the top, and you are following it, you're going straight to hell. I know it, because that's bullshit. Do that to people. Things are hard. I barely got time to, you know, I'm trying to keep it together because not enough people come back for work. I'm trying to keep my place running, my things where I work in the hospital running with very limited staff. I'm trying to get people to come in, and I'm asking people who worked four solid days straight without a wink of sleep, with very poor accommodations to sleep, I say, not without a wink, but with very poor accommodations, no shower, very, very bleak conditions. And I'm asking them to come back and fill in while other people will refuse to come back into the state because, it's going to be bad over there. We ain't going to have electricity or running water. Well, look, you should have prepared. I mean, everybody, they giving me crap because I prepared. You got a generator. Look, I got to maintain that thing. I got to maintain this stuff. And when I leave, I'm vulnerable to people coming and stealing everything I have because no one's here to watch it. You know, maybe my neighbors are watching out for me, but I got to put it all on the lines. It ain't easy. I got stuff I had to pick up, all the trash in the yard and all of that. They should have prepared. They should have looked ahead. Their failure to prepare necessitated an emergency on my part. Usually that saying goes, your lack of preparing should not necessitate an emergency on my part. But no, it has. I have to keep it together. And then I find out, as much as I love my place where I work, I find out they're going to pay them people just the same. They're going to pay them just the same. They're going to pay them hard, like, what they call a continuation pay because, you know, they can't get back to the job. Bullshit. You can run back and, you know, get a generator. Should have had a generator. Should have prepared. And 3 other people that are working with me right now, they're not in houses that have generators. They're in the heat. They go home to a hot house. And I gladly let people stay, but they want to stay in their own house and protect their own stuff while they're gone. It's just different class of people. You got different classes of people. Anyway, what I was trying to do is I was trying to highlight a generator in this video. Look at this nasty line. It's coming from a fire. That's a chemical plant over there. And this spans the length of the entire lake all the way over there. Well, that's a Coast Guard helicopter up there. But if you look, oh shoot. If you look, I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, you can see it. That smoke, that soot, that trash. I can't believe they putting this into the air. The hurricane came through, and then what the heck is it? Just, oh my God, I can't believe that. Oh man, that's disgusting. Look, you can see it when I go a little darker. It goes all the way. That is hundreds of, that's probably 100 miles worth of chemical refinery soot being pumped out over there. Let's see if I can get you see those stacks? I know, driving like this is stupid, but that is disgusting. You can see the flames from that, whatever they burning off over there. See them big trees down? All them wires down. Can't go far without seeing something like that. People getting it cleaned up, man. All of these were trees across the road. People getting it cleaned up. It was a lot worse just this morning. And yesterday was really bad. They have really got a lot done in 2 days. But parish government and the power people, Waters power people, really came out in droves. Out here, we really got smacked pretty hard. Lots of trees down. But I'm telling you, it looks a lot better. When I was leaving yesterday, I had to go down this road. I had to weave in and out. Today, not so bad. All this stuff, all these trees came down, leaning power lines, and power lines laying on the ground, and big trees like that. Ooh, that looks nasty. Both sides are looking nasty. Look at that. The trees all laid up. Everywhere you go, they laid up in them power lines. Another tree across the road, all kinds of stuff. Everywhere. And they got it, and this is cleaned up. And this is nice. lines over here. Half that one's down. That tree's down. Look at this mess. Power poles. Lines everywhere. Trees buckled and trees snapped. Everywhere you look. Yeah. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's going to take them a while to get all these power lines back up in order. That whole line's down there, back over there. Alright, I'm going to pay attention to driving more than videoing this stuff. It's just, it keeps going on and on and on. See, this is kind of close to, well, it really knocked some stuff down over here. See what we did? We got all our tractors and chainsaws and we came out, we cut our roads out before the parish came out here and really cleaned it up, but we power line hanging there. This is where we had stopped because they had a lot of trees tangled up in them power lines and we didn't want to mess with that. We got it to where we could inch out of here. Trees all down up in there. The electric people have arrived. Oh, thank God.
This COVID booster shot.
Look at the power trucks go. That's them. Coming in. Just lines and lines and lines of power trucks. All those power people coming in. Yeehaw. These guys are awesome. Heroes.